Today's we'll again discuss some of the stocks which are showing some profit booking signs on the charts. Some of the stocks may be showing short-term weakness, or some of the stocks which may be showing a positional weakness. Now, to cover these stocks into webinar is basically because we cannot have a sell call on those stocks. FNO stocks can be covered in the short call. Buy category is always open under our all the products, but to have the view on the some of the stocks which are showing some profit booking signs, that is we are utilizing this platform to publish it the reports or to make it known to people. So just before we start today's webinar, we'll just have a look at the last two webinars and how they have performed overall. So first webinar which we conducted on 26th of June, we had covered positional stocks, which will be performing over a period of time. So these stocks which we have covered, and as you can see, post webinar, the stocks which have made highs, we have covered in percentage change into that. So some of the stocks like PNB Housing, they just hit a new high, and our target, which was covered in our value invest product, it has reached the final target today itself. So you can see the percentage rise. Some of the stocks like Ramco Cement, they're still yet to perform. Maybe they have underperformed till the time since the webinar has done. Stocks like DCX system, they have performed and again has come down to the breakout levels. So again, there may be a possibility that again we may enter into the stock. We'll give the buy calls as and when it is confirmed on the charts. We'll look at the second webinar and the stocks which has performed. The second webinar, which we have used a platform again to send our views on the bearish signals on the stocks. So these are the stocks which we have covered in webinar on 18 July. And the performance, the stocks which have failed after the webinar was done till the date. So you can see the low values which was marked post webinar. And this is a percentage. If clients would have sold these stocks, they would have been able to save some of the percentage from their demat portfolios. Now, again, we'll start today's. Again, the bearish outlook is the theme is same. First stock which we're looking at is Engineers India. Now, Engineers India, this is weekly chart. On weekly chart, as you can see, the stock is moving higher. The price is moving higher, and suddenly then there is a down gap with the stock has fallen. Before that, you can see on this RSI chart, there was a clear divergence, indicators which are failing to make new high when the prices are making high. This is what the bearish divergence which is considered. And what we are expecting that the stock can show some of the profit booking. Already it has started showing profit booking. The candlestick pattern 6 week before also has confirmed because prices have closed below the candlestick pattern. Now again, we'll just have a look at the daily chart as well. Now here the small wedge pattern which was broken down by Engineers India. The lower boundary of the wedge pattern was broken with the volumes, and as well as there is a down gap. So this down gap will play a resistance zone, which is approximately 236 odd level. So this will play a resistance zone, and the stock which is expected to at least test 180 in coming days. So this is which we're discussing about Engineers India. We'll move to the next stock, which is Aditya Birla Fashion, ABFRL. Now here you can see the stock is moving since mid-July in this particular zone. The trading range is very tight now. In recent, you can say since start of the August, the trading range is very tight. And also the support which was created near 312 zone is expected or is nearly to the line to the bridge. Second point of adding this stock with the negative view is in recent days, the volume on the negative side is also increasing. That is making the stock vulnerable for the downside. So if the stock falls from the current levels, we're expecting 275 or 260 levels in this particular stock. Third stock we'll discuss is Anand Rathi. Now Anand Rathi, as you can see in the chart, the stock has been making resistance near the all the candlestick patterns, and all candlestick patterns nearly are indicating the bearish engulfing pattern, which is marking the huge red zone. Now this red zone is a supply zone. After this supply zone was breached, the stock has now again come to a testing retest phase. Now this retest phase can take some time for to taste and confirm again the downside. There is nothing which is sure short downside, but yes, this stock is worth considering because many of the times whenever the stocks go down, they break down from the resistance zone. They again come to retest. So this is again a pullback. This pullback can be played and this pullback can be used to reduce some of the holding into this particular stock. Next stock which we are considering is Zydus Life Science. This is a daily chart for the Zydus. Recently, you can see on the charts we have marked this is an head and shoulder pattern which is formed. Now, in the head and shoulder pattern, once head and shoulder pattern was complete, the breakdown was with the down gap. That is, or the traders expecting the stock to complete and fall down. Now, post the stock has already come down to the 50% targets of head and shoulder pattern. But nevertheless, this is one level, or this is, you can say, just a theoretical level which can be the start of a downtrend. So this stock always can be looked, and this stock can be traded with the negative view from these current levels. We are expecting 999, which is again theoretical target of head and shoulder. Considering the probability of head and shoulder patterns achieving targets, it's nearly 74%. So if you attach a probability with the kind of downside which you have, you can still expect the stock to come at least 0.618, that is 1065 and 1036 levels. So this is the negative view on Zydus Life Science. Next is Indian Overseas Bank. This stock is, as you can see on charts, has been consolidating in the range. The range getting tighter, which is forming a triangle shape, wedge shape pattern. And then the stock has broken down at the start of the August month and again has retested this level. Now, post the retest of this level, this stock has also tested moving average, which is a positional moving average. And it is, we use nearly approximately 2 months time horizon as an medium term averages. So this average was tested, the resistance was marked, and again stock has started the downside. Now, this stock also you can see the volume which has been reducing. That is because stock has yet to break below the earlier low. The earlier low approximately to 58 levels. If it breaks that level, then rise in the volume on the downside, on the negative side, is expected to come in. So we are playing on the negative side with Indian Overseas Bank. Next is Timken India. Now, Timken India, as you see, has earlier broken out of the channel pattern. But post channel pattern, the momentum did not sustain. The momentum has completely changed into the head and shoulder pattern. Now, the head and shoulder pattern is complete. The stock has broken down below the neckline and again is in the retesting phase. So this retesting can again be used as opportunity to sell stocks. This head and shoulder, as just discussed now, the pattern has a high probability and the downside target which we have projected is approximately 2,900 for the Timken. Next is RBL Bank. RBL Bank is also a pattern, head and shoulder pattern completed. And also there was a trading range which was formed during the right shoulder. Now this makes the stock considering for the downside, which can be having a target approximately to 175. Now the stock, as you see, has broken below the head and shoulder and also the channel pattern, and again has retested the medium term moving average. So the testing of moving average similar to the IOB which we have seen and the consolidation phase. Stock, one can sell the stock below 218 or 216 or the earlier recent low, which is approximately 207. So adding to the position on the downside can also be a strategy one can use. So if anyone has 100 stock, one can lighten the load by reducing 10% or 20% at each downside level. So your selling average will still be on a higher side, but you'll be safe going downwards and you will not miss the opportunity if stock rebounds from the current level. So you can use the strategy staggered selling. Next is Raymond. As you can see, we have marked the channel pattern, which is positional since last 1 year. And the stock had broken out of the channel pattern earlier, but it has shown the reversal in the candlestick pattern, and which is also can be termed as the bull trap. So as of now, the signs in the Raymond are indicating toward the bull trap only. Also, smaller, very short-term pattern, which is within form, head and shoulder pattern, which was formed and still yet to be considered of violated pattern. So we are still considering the stock or being cautious on the stock rather than selling it on a confirmed note. One can sell the stock below 2000 levels, which is the recent low, and also the short-term moving, near-term moving average also supports till 2010 levels. Next is PNC Infratech. So this is a weekly chart of PNC Infra. We have taken charts since 2018, and the earlier two tops which we have projected, this the projection has come to the current high, where you can see the reversal pattern which is being formed. So this is not a compulsory or this is not a necessity that stock may reverse or fall from this level, but obviously there is a cautious note which has been attached. The cautious note was attached because there is a divergence with respect to indicator, and we also had seen there is a small rise in the negative side volume for 3, 4 consecutive days when the stock has been showing the reversal. So considering this all opportunity, we can still keep this target, keep this stock into negative side, and the short-term trend line support, which we have projected approximate to 440, below which stock can confirm the downside or the start of the downside. So one can keep a watch on the stock if it belongs to anyone to in a DP. Next is Honeywell Automation. Now this stock also has completed the head and shoulder pattern. It showed a minor close below the neckline. We can 2 days before, and stock is still hovering around the breakdown level. So one can expect as per the current volatility of the market, where we have seen a lot of stocks breaking down from the patterns with the down gap and continuing the momentum. One can expect this stock to open down and continue the downside momentum. It's always better that we have some of the stocks uh, in our notice earlier before it happened. So we can predict or we can assume a particular percentage and we can expect the downside. So stock which is below the current level, approximate 50,500. So below that, we expect that stock can start the downside. And the confirmation of the downside will come once the stock closes below 50,000 levels approximately. Next stock is Equitas Bank. Equitas Bank, again, it is showing signs of complex head and shoulder. So there are multiple shoulders on the right and multiple shoulders on the left. This is probably going to be a more consolidated pattern, and that is the reason after the breakdown, the stock has fallen sharply. Stock has shown a minor pullback on this particular zone where you can we have marked with the black horizontal line approximately to 73 levels, which was tested and stock has shown some bounce back. So this bounce back again can be played if the further downside is expected to the 62 levels. So this stock again can be used on sell on rise opportunity. 3M India will discuss the stock has completed the double top levels we marked clearly on the chart. And post double top, the stock has broken down and is currently trading below the medium term average also. Stock has completed the first target on the downside, but our immediate target is approximately 33,650 levels, which is expected to come. The rise in momentum, further increase in the momentum in the stock, again can lead to the extended target as we have marked it, which is near to 31,300 levels. So these are the all stocks which we wanted to discuss, and we can now open any questions which you have. So we'll take the questions. So we have a question regarding some of stocks. Some of the stocks which are popular in terms of Reliance, ITC, will take the call and will inform you as soon as possible. Some of the stocks like uh, Equinox India, which was asked. So Equinox India, after this rally, it also has been in the process of forming similar head and shoulder pattern. So this resistance currently is playing at near 141 levels on closing basis. So we are expecting the stock to remain in the range, and only negative side happens if the stock closes below 123 levels. So below 123, there can be a possibility of downside to be projected. So as of now, the stock is trading with 140, 141 closing basis resistance. That's it. So upside level in the stock, if it continues the current momentum, it can expect 163 and 172 on an upside, where again the similar resistance of earlier patterns resistance lies. So stock which is closing above 144, 145 level can continue the momentum till 162 and 171 levels. Considering the PEL, stock currently is in uptrend and we're expecting the stock to reach to 1150 levels. The stock is trading bullish and there is no sign of profit booking as of now. Sunlight Technology still is facing the resistance of short-term trend line. We are expecting the support to play part near 120 to 126 levels. So if those levels are kept intact over a period of next month, 1 month or so, then the stock can show momentum above 152 levels. So these levels needs to be watched off and traded carefully. This 121 level is also the earlier historical support, which can play a part in this current stocks downside arrest. So if there is a breakout above 152, 152 levels, then one can possibly see 192 also, uh, which is I think a good rally if considering the current level of the stock. So yes, you can hold the stock with 120 or 126 levels support. ITC is trading strong post the breakout which happened in July. Stock has already crossed earlier highs also. Only support currently lies near 480, which is again can be used as a trailing stop loss if anyone holds long on the ITC. So 478, 480 level can be used as a trailing stop loss also. Mahanagar Gas is trading strong. No sign of profit booking as of now. The stock is currently making small triangle pattern at the top. But the current today's high, if it is taken out 1870, if stock closes above 1870, then stock can continue its upward momentum till 2000 levels. Support if currently near to 1750, 1750 can stock can be held with the support which is placed. Deepak Nitrate stock recently has closed above the earlier high, which is October 21 high, and just again retesting the breakout level. So stock as of now is trading strong. Only small possibility stock falling below 2800 can show minor profit booking to the tune of 2600, which was earlier breakout level. So stock as of now is trading strong. Ultratech Cement stock has made double top recently and also has closed below the double top. So we had already placed the stock into the careful watch strategy, careful watch side. Recent 1 or 2 days upside can be considered as the stock which is trying to break out above the double top level. The double top level is near to 12,050. So stock definitely can attempt a breakout about 25,000, 12,050. Uh, the resistance on the very short term is 11,700, which was open high also, which in start of the August month. Stock only below 1100, 11,100 can again be sold, can again be shorted fresh with the resistance of 11,700 or 12,000 on safer side. Considering the question related to the indices, considering the indices, always their sectors are into the rotation mode. So one some of the sectors like Nifty Pharma, FMCG, IT, which are currently trading strong. Uh, Upcoming sectors which are weakening, consumer durables, financial services, possibly some part of infra or auto sector. These sectors which are showing some of the profit booking or they can weaken over a period of time. So over a period of time consists of at least for next 2 to 3 months. Some of the sectors like metal, uh, banking stock, commodities, energy, they can start moving upwards in again coming next 1 quarter. So these are the sectors which are moving in a rotational mode. So upcoming sectors, banking, metal, commodities, energy can be looked after, and any stocks which are leaders into these categories can also be tracked. So any buying sentiment towards any of the sectors and any of the stocks, which will be covered in our reports and under our products and recommendations. So we can uh, we can end the say webinar here. We have you anyone can ask the questions related to any investment or any stocks index to our research desk and get in touch with us, have a communication, and we'll have a good outcome. So we encourage you guys to please coordinate with our research analyst and team of fundamental research analysts as well. So thank you for joining the webinar. We'll meet again next time. Thank you. Thank you very much.